Jury selection has resumed for Parkland school shooter Nikolas Cruz's penalty phase trial.
And today marks day number 2 in the process to find 12-member jury. Local 10's reporter Christina Vasquez is live at the courthouse with more.
Today is day 4, week 2 of this process, this pre-selection jury process to find eventually where they want to land is that 12-member death-qualified jury, and the judges indicated perhaps between 6 to 8 alternates in this Nikolas Cruz capital case. And much like we saw last week, this first phase is about identifying what are called hardships. So as the judge explains to potential jurors, because of the length of this trial, she's telling them to get ready for trial testimony to start May 31st and run possibly into September. That is a big chunk of time. So she's looking for things like financial hardships, right? Will your employer perhaps not pay you for that length of time? And other hardships related to perhaps being a full-time caregiver. So to give you some background, you may recall that when the shooter entered those guilty pleas saying that he did murder 17 Marjorie Stoneman Douglas staff and students on Valentine's Day of 2018, that is what set up this penalty phase, which begins with this process. And just like we saw last week, there's a handful of folks, potential jurors, that just being in that courtroom, in that space, and realizing the case that they are being asked at this pre-selection process to see if they can serve on, definitely creating an emotional moment. There's some jurors also that are telling the judge, while she's trying to stay focused on the scheduling and the hardships, perhaps indicating there are some other reasons they feel like they are not suitable to serve on this jury. So we are going to listen to one female juror. She was number 17 today as she gets a little weepy in the courtroom. And then we're going to hear from a male juror, and to just give you a window into, as the judge now hears that telegraphing from folks that perhaps is another reason they don't want to serve. She's trying to, again, keep them focused on this first phase, again, just focused on hardships. And then we're going to listen into some legal analysts about why this beginning stages are so difficult but so crucial, and what to expect in the upcoming phases of jury selection. Let's listen in together.
Everything okay?
No, I actually was asking the courts, can I leave? My son was a victim.
Okay.
Shot at 15 years old.
Okay, is that, and you?
My spirit is so disturbed.
Okay, Miss, I'm gonna have the sheriff's office, the bailiffs take you outside, okay?
I'm gonna be good on the jury. I always say this when I come here, but it's like, you know, I know people do bad things.
Well, let me ask you, let me just stop you. We're just going over schedules right now, sir.
One of the difficulties that is being faced here by both the prosecution and the defense and the judge are getting a large enough pool from which to pick 12 jurors plus potentially 8 alternates in order to even get to the testimony in the penalty phase.
There will be extensive jury questioning about the prospective jurors, about their views on the death penalty. Are any of them adamantly opposed? Could they, if they believe that the evidence presented at trial and at the penalty phase merits it, that could they return potentially a death sentence?
What's going to be important is how many people are going to be able to set aside whatever preconceived notions they have both about the case and about the death penalty, and survive the challenge both of sitting for this long and being selected as a potential juror.
It would be one of the most difficult things a human being could ever be asked to decide in their life. Any juror who does this service deserves the thanks of everybody.
Because after hearing what is expected to be just completely harrowing evidence related to this incident, they will ultimately have to make a recommendation to the judge, of course, of life of prison with parole or death. And to give you a sense of scale, because of everything you just heard, again this week, the court confirming that they dispatched and mailed out close to 3,000 jury duty summons just for the first 3 days. It's 3 days this week of jury selection, week 2, with this case getting first priority. Based on the math, it looks like at this time about 1 in 4 from the first round, those are 3 days, week 1 last week, sort of cleared this phase 1, and they will then be invited back in May for those upcoming phases where they're going to begin to drill down on their death penalty views, because this jury is going to be asked to be fair and impartial when it comes to the death penalty. So more to come. The first panel was wrapping up this morning. A couple more panels expected throughout the afternoon. Reporting live for you, I'm Christina Vasquez, Local 10 News.